Like, I go to work for a full year. I don't make... How much are you make in a month?
Yeah.
Why do you think I say I make the average salary in a month? Do I make the average salary? No, I make more. Like Windermere.
Yeah,
surrounded by fucking land.
Yeah.
And people actually thought I was off. This is Lake Windermere. You can't get away from Lake Windermere. No shit, Sherlock. It's got fucking 2 hours worth of battery life. I would have been dead halfway across the channel. Imagine going into a holding cell, then not telling you where you're going because you're not allowed to know for security reasons. You go into the bus and then you just get moved somewhere in the UK. You have no sense of time, you have no sense of direction, and then you land at a jail and you don't know where you are in the UK.
I don't have to introduce him. If you don't know who he is, you must have been under a rock. Cam, we're back for part 2. It's a bit of an unplanned one, but you've got some news that you want to discuss today, don't you?
Yeah, prison. But before we start, I just need to put the glasses on because I need to get the comment section rattled up. So if you're watching the podcast, if you look at my Instagram comments, everyone's going to be commenting about these. So I'm just doing this for yous. Little bonus.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. And you will see, like, in action now what they do and how it actually, like, it positively impacts you, and you get all of the mongs in the comment section that think they're smart and throwing digs about, and you're playing them.
Yeah. It's just inside their head.
So, what we're sharing, Cam?
I went to prison. I
think when you... Well, I know that this is like a very fucking long story, innit? And it actually, did you go to prison?
No, joking.
Half the people seem to think you're bullshitting it.
Yeah, I went to prison. I fucking loved every second of it.
How are we touching on how you went to prison? What the ordeal was? Where are we going with it?
Don't think we touched. I'm not trying to promote a bad persona to children if you're watching. Like, I know that some of the demographic are like 14, 15. So as much as I am an idiot, I don't really want to promote why I went to jail. So I reckon we just...
I thought it was the bike seat thing.
Oh yeah, conspiracy to sniff bike seats with intent to lick. They couldn't get me on the intent to lick. So they only got me on the conspiracy. So they sent me to jail for a little bit. Yeah.
And how long was you in for?
No comment.
I feel like I want to get, like, do you like the police interviewers where I can get the light and like shine it on your face now and we'll keep you locked in?
No comment.
So with your, let's say your ordeal, I think I know that you wanted to touch on it at some point because before it went public, you told me.
Yeah.
But you played everyone, didn't you? Do you want to run through it?
Yeah, so I was sat there one day and I actually had a message off someone from my area, and a few people have been trying to like bait me out.
I'd seen it.
Yeah, a few people have been trying to bait me out. So I thought, so just one day I just woke up and belled my dad. I said, I'm just letting you know, you're going to see a lot of things on social media and it's all me.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to tell everyone I've been to prison. Now, that was the only reason I'd stopped telling everyone, because obviously my family, it would have had a negative impact on them. I just belled my dad up and said, Dad, it's about time. Like, people are commenting it. I'd rather release it myself so it can positively impact me. So I woke up one morning and I thought, how can I do this then? So I thought, right, I've rang you up, I've rang the team up, and I've gone, right, boys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to name the account, You Fucking Idiot, spelt backwards.
Yeah.
I'm going to act like I'm exposing Cam Easty.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm going to be filming the whole thing in the background.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did.
And you should go check out that YouTube video if you've not already seen it.
I made a full video on that. But I think the whole reason I wanted to do it wasn't just because of prison, wasn't just because of exposing myself, was because I wanted to show how dramatized everything is in the UK. As soon as someone wants, so you'd push someone all the way up to the top. Like, for example, me, I went from 30k followers just as a relatable channel with my girlfriend to 150k followers in the space of 3 months.
That's in your personal Instagram, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just personal Instagram.
I don't know anyone that has grown that quick. Like, unless you've been on a TV show or something like that. Yeah, but organically just posting content is insane.
Like I know lads who've got millions on TikTok, and I haven't even got that on Instagram. Yep. But it was just because. So what I wanted to show was people who will try and push you all the way to the top will also tear you back down. So, and it was right, because while I was doing this as well, I also did a giveaway just before for £50 for I'd done Temu, and I'd said I'd just give away loads of the money because I would have never had it anyway. And so I got everyone to DM me 50 quid. Everyone who would DM me £50, I then started DMing me saying, it's all coming out, you fucking idiot. But I'm actually thinking, you're the fucking idiot, spelled backwards.
Yeah.
All this had happened, and anyway, I thought, I'm going to get everyone here, because for some reason, I don't know how it happens in my head, but I'll think about things and plan them in the future. So I already know what's going to happen soon. I already know what I'm going to do next. I already can kind of visually see it, but I'm just planning it in my head. Yeah. So with this you fucking idiot thing spelled backwards I already knew I was going to do it. I just didn't know when. Mm-hmm. But I'd started to see it more and more crop up. Mm-hmm. So I started to plan things more and more. So, for example, I did the £50 giveaway because I knew what I was going to do, because I knew people would try and push me down. When they push me all the way up, they'll try and pull me back down. Yeah. And it was just a whole thing of me just wanting to show people. Everyone started jumping on the bandwagon. Everyone started sharing it. Everyone started clipping it. Everyone started pushing it everywhere. And I thought, just in time for me course. Yeah, thanks for all the extra follows. I appreciate it. But nah, to be honest, I think I was a bit of like people were saying Cam Easty is a marketing genius. And I wasn't actually doing anything to market it. It was more just to stop people from doing it before
Controlling the narrative.
Yeah,
because I remember when you called me that morning, like, obviously we've known about this since we started working together, and it was always like, it's going to be nervous when this comes out, but the way you presented it to me, I was like, yeah, this is it. You've got to do it this way, and it's going to happen now. It's perfect, mate. Really was.
Because you got to think, if it comes out off someone else, it's like they've exposed you. Not like, I wasn't bothered if it came out. It was more the fact of the matter was I didn't want to embarrass my family, because some family members didn't even know I'd been to prison. Mm-hmm. Like, my little cousin had gone to my uncle and said, what, Cam was in jail? And like was finding out through these videos, and I'm laughing about it, but it makes me feel a bit nervous, like thinking about it. And I thought, imagine if someone gets that out before me. Mm-hmm. And also, I don't really get bothered. Like, I don't know if it's something that I have inside my body, but I just don't care. Mm-hmm. Just don't care about anything anyone ever says about me. You'll look at my comment section, like, and everyone always goes, oh, I hope you're doing all right, Cam. What do you mean? Fucking fine.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can filter them comments if I want to. Like, I am fine. Don't worry about that.
But that's the thing where I think people do think that they get into you, but they don't realise the real Cam Easty does not give one fuck.
Mate, like, honestly, it doesn't faze me, because all I see you as is push me further.
Yeah.
Because I want you to comment. Why do you think I say I make the average salary in a month? Do I make the average salary? No, I make more. And it's just like, that is true. But I remember when I used to watch people and think, how fucking dare you make that much money?
Yeah.
Like, I go to work for a full year and I don't make, how much you make in a month?
Yeah.
How's that work out?
Yeah.
But as soon as you start, like, you know one thing, ever since I've moved to town, you go put yourself outside of that.
Yeah.
And it's not the norm to work a job.
Yeah.
And you start to realise everybody who comes to work in town doesn't actually live in town because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
You're filling the boss's pockets who lives in town.
Yeah.
And that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
There was a guy lived in a penthouse, literally you can see my first ever job from here. You can see my first ever job from the penthouse we're sat in right now. Yeah. And I used to I used to go and work for him to live in a penthouse.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, you bastard.
Yeah.
How dare you? But he's a smart one.
Yeah,
so you got fucking everyone doing it for him.
Yeah.
So I think what you've got to be smart with is, like, for example, proved it very simply with my friend Lou sat over there. It's simple to make money online.
Yeah.
Did it in 3 weeks with him. He had no followers. He had 900. Oh, you need followers? Fuck off, you need followers. My ass.
Yeah.
Like, my ass.
Yeah.
Honestly, anybody will stop themselves from doing something by making a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And this is the issue with everything. I can't do it. I need to go work every 9 to 5. It's comfortable. Yeah, but then you get sacked and it's not fucking comfortable then, is it?
Yeah. But the last guy we had on the podcast that we filmed on Friday, he was fucking working at Amazon, got made redundant, and now sells on Amazon and makes 3 times more a month.
Bet that was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Being made redundant, but he thought he was secure. And then one day, everyone in the place got axed. Gone.
Yeah, mate. But for example, right, company closes down. Yeah, Missy Empire. Remember when they was going to close down? Missy Empire would have collapsed if they weren't bought out. They would have collapsed. Business would have gone. All employees gone. That's what 100 jobs, 200 jobs, 300 jobs gone. 300 people who have rent, everything else to pay. But do you know when you start working for yourself, you don't just have one income.
Yep.
You can have 2. You can have 3. You can have 4.
And you're in control of it.
5, 6. Fucking, it's mad, mate. Like this week, right? Me and Lou, I've said to him, right, we've mastered it with you. Let's just put it on someone else now.
Yep.
7K in 7 days.
Yep.
Mate, I've not lifted a fucking finger
Yep.
since. All I did was I created the PDF, I created the website, and I set up the ManyChat. Boom, done. Bish bash bosh. Easy, simple. I've not moved a finger. Actually, I'll tell you where I was last week, Jack. I was in Windermere, right? I was enjoying a nice little detached getaway with Lou Pat over there, right? I was lying in the sauna, right? My own sauna, not shared with no peasants, my own sauna, right? And I was in this hot tub, baking off. And guess what? Me and Lou Pat were making till, mate. Like, honestly, easy.
Mate, that gaff was absolutely ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah, and guess what? Do you know, because I make content, they've invited me back for free. Do you know how much it cost me a night? 600 quid. And they're inviting me back to the brand new one, which is 2 times the size, for absolutely free. All because I made them a video and wound people up by saying, my new house.
And I didn't want it on Meeks' story as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good promo, isn't it?
Yeah. No, Meeks just messaged me saying, send me some of them photos. I said, all right, bro, no worries. Send in the photos and he put it on for the Euros. Yeah. But it's mad, to be fair.
And it's, well, there you go, mate. And that's what the people saying. It, like, when you start making money and start getting somewhere, like, you end up, like, getting shit for free and getting these offers from people.
Mate, like, I couldn't even go on a £600 holiday.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even fly to Mallorca and have, like, a nice £600 holiday with my girlfriend. I've just bought a fucking villa overseas.
Yeah.
Bought a nice little AP. I'll be enjoying it. Yeah.
And
simple, mate. I'm a simple man.
Are we touching on why you can't go abroad?
Oh yeah. So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not allowed abroad right now.
Yeah.
So Cam Easty's just bought himself an AP, right?
Yeah.
Can't even fly abroad, so he's gonna have to get his bird to go out there and sort it for him while he sits at home, still making the cash.
Yeah, still counting it.
Still counting it, mate. Obviously, I've got stacks on my drawers, you know. I've got big safes in my cupboards. Obviously, I ain't you fucking spazzes. Anyway.
You're gonna have someone knocking on your door, mate, when they drop.
Bye. But no, I can't even go on holiday, right? And my girlfriend's gonna have to go sort it out for me. And I've still got myself a nice little AP overseas. Yeah, living life, mate.
And when can you start travelling?
For another 7 months.
As soon as that sort of restriction lifts, you've got plans in place, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm going to Thailand, me, mate.
Gone.
Off.
Why?
Catch me now, motherfuckers.
Do you know what I want to say? You know when you was on what lake was it on when the
Lake Windermere?
Yeah,
surrounded by fucking land, and people actually thought I was off.
Yeah, mate, I need to see this recreated in Thailand, mate. Like on the back of one of them wooden boats, like on the run again.
Mate, I tell you what though, like people were commenting on the video like, this is Lake Windermere. You can't get away from Lake Windermere. No shit, Sherlock.
I think you're trying to cross the channel or something in that little fucking dinghy. Like,
mate,
what is
he's
up
got
with their
fucking
head?
2 hours worth of battery life. I would have been dead halfway across the channel.
Can't believe, like, how fucking...
Honestly, so many people are that brain dead, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, in my comment section, they're commenting like, oh, Yeah, well, you're funny, aren't you? You're on Lake Windermere. You're not getting anywhere. You're not fooling the police at all. All right, yeah, because probation are on there going, Cam Easty's off again.
And do you know what? Like, I don't know why they'd actually think that, like, if you were on the run from the police, why you'd be putting it on your Instagram.
Someone put Sam Walker part 2.
Yeah. I'm letting you know right now I'm on the run.
Yeah. By the way, come and get me. I'm just 1 hour off the channel.
Fucking is well bad, mate, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it was like... Also, then I went inside. I did another video that did well as well. I was saying something like, no, I didn't actually go to prison. No, I didn't actually go to prison. That weren't me in them videos. Mate, people were commenting saying, thank God I knew it wasn't you. My face is clear as day in a fucking jail cell. Yep. People were saying, he's on that programme. Mate, the door's locked behind me. There ain't no TV show in there.
Yeah.
I wish. I wish, because it might have been a bit easier.
Like, joke's over now.
Yeah, joke's over, home time. But I had to get on that blue mat that was that thick, put my head down on slats every single night and listen to me 37-year-old padmate snore. Thinking, this can't be it.
Yeah. What was it actually like first day? Getting in there, sitting down, how did you feel about it?
So first day, you'd always think that the first day's the worst day. The first day's probably your best day because I've had 18 months worth of court hanging over my head. Then it's done. Done. I've got nothing to worry about no more.
Yeah.
Like that worry's just gone. Yeah. And it's like, then your head starts, because you've been worrying for so long, your head starts to think, what should I worry about now? You know, because at that stage, you've got to understand that I weren't in control of my brain. Mm-hmm. I weren't like, now, if I thought about something, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't really overthink. Might catch myself doing it sometimes, but when I've gone to prison, I've been sat there and I'm thinking, I've started to, what you do, you start to go paranoid when you're at jail. So the first night, I just slept straight away, watched a bit of TV, got my TV, got my crystal TV, so I can't hide anything in it. Got that. And it was like, mate, honestly, it was like army barracks. That's all I can explain. Yeah. It's just simple. It's just, the first jail I went to was nice. So I thought, fucking jail.
Yeah.
11 days later, I get shipped out. I want to go Winley.
Why did that happen?
So every time you go from court, you always go to a holding jail, which is like, it's called a remand jail. So basically, if you get remanded, if you get arrested by the police, you will go to a remand jail and then you'll go to court. Or you'll come from court, you'll go to the remand jail for 10, 12 days, and then you'll get shipped off to your jail. So my co-defendant got shipped off straight away. Like, got shipped off the day before me. So we've been there for 10 days. He's been shipped off straight away, straight from the induction wing. And then I've been told I'm going on foul green. Now, I've heard, ever since I've come in jail, right? Bear in mind, Cam Easty is fucking fat as fuck at this point, right? Just tits, the lot, man boobs, everything, right? Cam Easty's hit this jail door. His mate's gone, and they've told him you're going on the roughest wing in jail. I thought, like, bearing in mind, someone's just dropped dead 2 days before on that wing, just stood there, absolutely spiced out of his head.
You know,
just gone. He's dead. Then other people are just getting fucking, like, these rats in the pads all the time, like, just munching the scrambling you for.
It's proper like fucking dungeon.
Yeah, like this, like the first induction wing, because not everyone lives on there. It's like a bit immaculate. Then you go on to the ones that people live on.
Yeah.
A bit rough. But I did. So obviously, over times it changes. Val Green was bad when I was there. I've heard like other wings were bad. But yeah, it was a bit rough. Like, you also are mixed in as well when you're at a remand jail with YOIs sometimes, which are young offenders who are 18 to 21. They're a bit like, if they've been in jail for a long time, they're like, you can be in jail from like 14, 15. They're a bit unhinged because you've got to understand they don't know anything. They don't know school. They don't know outside life. Like, imagine being 14, going into jail. You've not even really lived life.
No.
So some of these kids are rattled off their brain, like ADHD or just fighting, battering each other. So I went to a HMP YOI. So it used to be a young offenders. And then they turned the top half of the jail into the young offenders. Then the bottom half of the jail was cons, which I am, because I was 24 when I was in jail. No, 23 when I was in jail. And then they turned the whole jail to cons and YOI, so they all mixed them all in together because the prisons were getting overrun. So I've landed in Inley. And like, bearing in mind, you get put in a sweatbox. You're not allowed to use your phone, so they cut your phone off. My credit had gone, so I couldn't tell my family I was moving. I've gone to the holding cell, don't know anyone. The only guy I've met is 37, 5 kids, 3rd time being in jail.
Fucking hell.
So he's my pad mate. He was actually a decent lad, to be fair. He just hit someone on a night out, but I suppose everyone just hit someone on a night out, don't they? I've then imagine going into a holding cell, then not telling you where you're going because you're not allowed to know for security reasons. You go into the bus and then you just get moved somewhere in the UK. Yeah. You have no sense of time. Yeah. You have no sense of direction. And then you land at a jail and you don't know where you are in the UK.
Well, it's well disorientating, that,
mate, it's fucked. And then you've got to sit there for an hour and a half, speak to nurses, speak to fucking all different people because you have to check you and stuff. Then you have to go on the body scanner. Then you have to get like strip searched. Then you have to go into the jail. I'm looking at this jail thinking, got to be a joke. This ain't real. So like you see on normal jails, like on TV, you'll see them where it's like white, old style jails with like blue doors.
Yeah.
I've gone on this one and it looks like it's been made about 40 years ago, but it's just been fucking ransacked.
Yeah.
He's opened the door. I'm not even lying, mate. It was a 4-poster bed with slats as thin as fucking paper.
Yeah.
And the mat, so you get a blue mat, and my mat was like that because someone had slept on it.
Yeah.
And it just dips in the middle.
Yeah.
So all through the night, all I could feel on my hips was fucking slats. Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And then, but he showed it me and I said, oh, is that what he looked like? I was like, no, that's yours.
You're like, fucking hell, sucks to be him, whoever lives there.
And it was me.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually being serious. Like, I genuinely, my life was like a movie. Like, it was weird. Like, he was like, no, that's your room. So I'm looking at this guy and thinking, I'm dying for a shit. I've got a shit right next to his head.
Yeah. I
thought I can't shit. So for the first few months, I had to take turns having a shit in the morning. So you'd only get an hour and a half out your pad. I'd spend 15 minutes of that on the shitter because I'd have to wait till he goes out.
Yeah.
Then we're on the induction wing, and because the jails are so full, like we'd have to wait for a space to come free in jail.
Yeah.
So we was on the induction wing, and then luckily enough, I knew a lad called Kurt who was on E-wing. He's from my area. So Kurt was like, I'll get you over to E-wing. Now, you have to be on induction wing. You'd have to be in jail for 12 weeks with no problems. So I was like trying to be on my best behaviour, like just trying not to get involved in anything. But got myself a PS2, upgraded to an Xbox 360. PS2, mate, what was I playing now? Need for Speed. That's what I was on. Need for Speed. And then at night I was watching the same DVD, but do you know, because it like the laser scanner on the fucking PS2 was that shit. I was just watching it on loop. Like say 15 minutes on loop.
So you know it off by heart.
Fuck. Like, mate, imagine, right? You sat there, pad mate's fast asleep. I'm there looking at the roof, thinking, what the fuck have you done here? Yeah. Like, imagine, mate, you're looking at things and people, right? So people were scrapping, fighting, like physically twatting each other over someone touching someone's hair. I was thinking, God, please don't tell me this is my life.
Yeah.
Then I started going to church because you get an hour out your cell on a Saturday morning. Started going to church. That was all right. Then City started coming in playing football. So I started playing football with City.
Yeah.
So because I did all these things, I then ended up getting put on enhanced.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I was on enhanced, I got on the enhanced wing. So I got on the enhanced wing. And I'm thinking, this is supposed to be enhanced. It looks even worse than the other one.
Yeah.
But it basically just turned enhanced. So they haven't made it like right, you don't know what enhanced is. Sorry about that.
No idea, mate.
So basically, there's 3 tiers when you go into jail. There's basic, standard, and enhanced. So you come into jail on standard, And if you get negative points like you're in school, you'll go down to basic. And if you get positive points, well, not positive points, but
you're well behaved.
Let's just say you don't do anything wrong for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
You'll then get enhanced. So I've got enhanced. I've gone over there. And I've only found out that this isn't really enhanced. Somewhere else in the jail's enhanced. This is just becoming enhanced.
Got it.
So it's exactly the same. Mate, they've shown me this pad. I am not lying to you. Someone has put toothpaste all over the walls because basically when you're in jail, you stick your photos to the wall with toothpaste.
Right.
So it's like half grey, half beige because they've let someone have some fucking paint. I'm looking at it thinking, surely this ain't it. Surely, I asked them, can I go back? He said no. Oh, fuck. I said, all right. Said, well, at least if you got another mattress, because there's only one in here. There's two of us. Yeah. And she went, yeah, I had to get this one. And then I've walked into this guy's pad. I've gone, hey, mate, can I have your mattress? He said, yeah, no worries. And I heard him talking to the school. He said, where's he gone, that guy? I'm thinking, what's he talking about here? I said, what's happening here then? He's gone, oh, last night, basically, the guy who's moved into my pad, I had to look after him. He's got schizophrenia. He's been talking to the wall. I thought, oh, fucking hell. Anyway, it's been all right. First day in the wing, someone's hanged himself. I thought, So I thought, right, great. First day on the wing, can't go any worse than this. I've gone out to the yard. So where's the rest of it? So I've gone from this massive yard that gets sun all day to literally, mate, I'm not even lying, the size of this apartment. Like just this one floor.
Yeah.
That was it. Half of it, from here to here.
And what could you do out there? Nothing? No sport or anything?
Nothing. So I get like, I mean, bear in mind, I'm still on COVID restriction jail as well. Oh. So I get 23 hours banged up behind my door. I get a job with a barber, and because she's a pisshead and doesn't come into work, I can't go to my job. So I'm just banged up behind my door all day, every day, going mad. And anyway, after that, I ended up getting a job as, it's called Decency. It's like one of the good jobs in jail. I got a job called Decency, and it was like sorting out, you get like chocolate because you're on enhanced. You can order like things from the outside world in there. Yeah. Like, but everyone in jail, everyone in a category, this one was a category C, the first one I was at was category B. This one's a category C jail, but everyone, if you ask anyone who's been to prison, all people care about is the outside world. Because they're so close. They've either been in jail for so long and they're now getting to the end of the sentence. So they're like right just before Cat D. And Cat D's like open jail, basically home. So all these people, all they're constantly thinking about is getting home. So all it puts in your head is, how long have I got left? How long have I got left? And literally, my time in jail just felt like so much longer because it's like, how long have I got left? Left? Like, I'm ringing my bird up saying, I've only got 12 weeks left. It's 3 fucking months.
Yeah. It's like because there's no proper distraction to keep you busy all day.
Mate, listen to this, right? So I was supposed to get let out early, but something had happened with my tag, so I couldn't get let out early enough. So they pushed my date back a month. So I was supposed to be leaving before my pad mate, right? My pad mate's left first, hasn't he? So I thought, shit, what am I going to do here? I'm going to have to get a new pad mate. And if you're getting a new pad mate, anyone who acts like they're all right with getting a new pad mate are a bit weird in the head. They've done too much jail. Yeah. You don't really like getting a new pad mate. Got a new pad mate. He's come in. His feet fucking stink, mate. I'm not even lying. And like, all he watches is every single night, Coronation Street, EastEnders, Emmerdale, Hollyoaks, Big Bang Theory.
Every night?
Every day. Every fucking day. From 4 o'clock, it's Big Bang Theory, Hollyoaks, Emmerdale, EastEnders, Coronation Street.
Have you got that like written into your brain,
Bro,
that order?
Honestly, I was sat there thinking, nah, surely. I had 11 days of this, and his feet fucking stunk. So my pad was probably about as big as this sofa up to that window, from there to there. And his feet fucking stunk.
Yeah.
It was in the middle of summer. It was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
My fan was that big. And there's nothing you can do apart from watch the TV. I can't play Xbox because he's watching Big Bang Theory. I was thinking, there's no point having a fight with him because it's not gonna do anything for me because I'm only in here for a few more days.
Yeah.
So I thought, what the fuck am I gonna do here then?
Yeah.
I have to just watch Big Bang Theory. I fucking hate that TV show. And I hate, honestly, I tell you what, him has made me hate TV so much.
Yeah.
And now I don't watch TV at all.
Yeah.
Won't watch football, won't watch anything. I hate it that much because of that guy. 11 days with one man made me hate TV for the rest of my life.
With one thing that I'm really interested about is the 23 hours of being in that room. What does that do to your head?
Thoughts.
Yeah.
Imagine every single bad thought you've ever thought in your life getting hold of you. Like, mate, I was literally thinking I'd done things that I hadn't done. Do you know, like, I was just overthinking nights out that I'd gone on, and I'm thinking, what the fuck did I do there?
Yeah.
And then you catch yourself, like, coming back to reality sometimes and thinking, that never happened.
Yeah.
And it's like, but wow, I've been just so caught up in my own thoughts. But, like, it was getting to a point, like, they'd take me to barbering and they'd have to move you over to barbering. And I'd just be staring because I'm thinking, all I'm thinking about is my thoughts.
Yeah.
And then I was getting taught barbering and I wasn't listening. Because all I could think about was everything in my head. Because I told you, like I'd said, over 18 months, my life was in limbo. So all I was literally consumed by was jail.
Yeah.
Was literally, am I going to jail? And I swear to God, it was probably one of the easiest things to deal with because I went to it like it was done.
Yeah.
But then you'd stop thinking about it. Mate, I swear to God, if you've ever done anything wrong in your life, you will sit behind that jail door and you'll become a bitch for at least a good few weeks.
Yeah.
Mate, I was nearly 10 weeks my head had gone for. And but the only reason I brought it back was because I thought to myself, I can't come out of jail like this.
Yeah.
I can't come out of jail like this. So I knew I had to work on it. So I literally, mate, I'd say I nearly had a breakdown. Because you just sat there in your own thoughts, bro. But it's not like 23 hours of a day. You're probably thinking, oh, you're sleeping for 8 of them. You're not if you're thinking all the time.
Yeah.
Like, your head goes. Like
what you actually, like, what is your routine then? Like, when you're in them 23 hours, what does your day routine look like?
So, when I first got to jail, I had no routine. It was just like, get up whenever. So, then, when I got into jail, I made it my first thing to get a job. Because when you get a job, you get out, you sell more. So, got a job. So I knew I was getting up at a certain time. So I'd get a job for the full day. So you get up and they'd crack your door for about 7:45. You go get a shower. You got 30 minutes to have a shower, go out and do all that. So before my door would get cracked, I'd have a coffee and just get myself ready for the shower. Go have my shower, come back to the pad, go chat to my mates on the wing. And then I'd walk down with a few of the lads to barbering. Sit in barbering for 3 hours, do fuck all. Then I come back to the pad and you've got 45 minutes. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do here then? So I just had a nap.
Yeah.
I just got into this whole routine of having a nap.
Yeah.
Because I hated watching TV.
Yeah.
I hated watching TV. So I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing that. So went back to the pad, woke. Then I'd wake back up. They'd crack my door, and when they crack my door, I'd usually wake up because you've got no way of waking yourself up apart from noise.
Yeah.
So you get so used to noise to wake you up. And then I go back down to work till 4. Then I'd be banged up for the rest of the night. They'd let you out for your tea for 5 minutes, and that's like the highlight of your night. What you're having for tea, or what we're having tonight, boys. But I tell you what, if they haven't put my fucking canteen sheet in, I'd be going mad. Like, sometimes I get put on default. It's like, because I've got bad stomach, and in there it's just like slopping fucking chips, slopping potatoes, slopping peas.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh fuck this, man. Life's not about this.
Yeah.
So I was just on salads all the time.
Yeah.
And the salads was shit, but I just put a tin of tuna with it, put a load of hot sauce, and you can't even taste it. The fucking taste buds getting burnt off. Just came out just like. But I tell you what, our jail was the best for gym. So some days I get gym twice a day.
Yeah, that's decent.
So if anything, that was keeping me sane. And I was training with some decent lads, to be fair. And like, some of them are all right and sent money into a lot of them now. And it feels good to be able to help people who are now in that situation, because I tell you what, the hardest thing when you are in that situation is ringing home and asking your family or your girlfriend to put money in your canteen because you want to eat that week. Because if, like, for me, they wouldn't put me on a diet, bro, because they said that I had nothing wrong with my stomach, but I had to eat the shit to find out if I'd have an intolerance to something. So I couldn't eat anything. So I had to eat noodles or tuna.
So when they say, like, when you say, like, you have to ring up, like, your family or whatever to get money put on, you have to pay for your food in there, or is it? I thought it would just be
no.
Free.
You get your you get. Some weeks we wouldn't get breakfast.
Okay.
Some weeks we go weeks without breakfast, and it was just because they didn't have enough money to give us breakfast. So we'd have lunch and tea. That was it. You'd be very lucky to get breakfast in Hindley. 110%, very lucky. So we had to start buying our own breakfasts. So it just became a thing of, it wasn't even seen off jail to give you breakfast. It was more, we just get our own. Some jails are really good for it. Usually your private ones, like Serco jails, any HMP, which is government run, you've got no chance. Got no chance, really. So yeah, I think the food was shit. But then, like, I'd have to ring home. So you get like a canteen sheet through on a Thursday. You have to on a weekend, you'd have to give it in by Monday or Tuesday. You get it on a Saturday and you'd have to give it in by Monday. And basically on that canteen sheet, you can pick like shower gels, just like basically if you went to a fucking best one, you know, like proper bottom of the line shit. Like that horrible crap. Like that, you could just buy that. And maybe you could buy yourself a can of Pepsi Max if you wanted one. But the can of Pepsi Max was like £2.50 and you could only get 30 quid a week. So it was and that was only if you was on enhanced. If you was on standard, you got 20 quid. If you're on basic, you got a tenner.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and a tenner for the full weekend. And you, like I said, £2.50 for fingy. £3. Like I was eating oats. I was just eating oats and water. Oats, water and sugar. Bit of milk. And because that was 69p for a bag of oats. So like, I was just on that and just eating that all the time, just oats.
One question, I think it will probably be on a lot of people's minds based on recent events. Is anything like what happened in HMP Wandsworth? Go on.
Yeah. So there was a screw. There was a screw at our jail, and she was on one of the lower wings. Actually, she actually ended up having to come onto ours because she was sending nudes into a prisoner. So she found out he had a phone. Don't know how. I actually don't know how about this. She found out he had a phone. She was then Snapchatting him pictures of her tits.
Fucking hell.
But you've got to understand, right? Some of these girls are between the ages of 18 and 21, working in a jail full of criminals who have been in jail for a long time.
And horny as fuck.
This is what I mean. Like, mate, they've not seen the missus in 5-6 years. They are rattled off their brain. And like, when you're putting young girls in there, like, your brain fully doesn't develop till 25. I don't give a fuck how old you think you are. Like, I didn't grow up fully till I was like, I'd say I've only really fully just grown up recently. Over the past, since coming out of jail, jail makes you grow up.
Well, you're forced to. Right?
You're forced to. So I think a lot of these girls are maybe mollycoddled, go into a jail and are very easily influenced. But I don't think female prison officers shouldn't work in male jails, because there was also prison officers that were like mums. Do you know, like they were like 50, 60. And there was just like, prisoners would respect them because it's like it's the mum. And she'd come to your door, say, everything all right? Just check on you at night. And you know, like, she did it to, like, not on my wing, but like they used to get it on other wings. And people was like, it's like disrespect to my mum. I wouldn't disrespect my mum. But there was also another one. This is a funny story, actually. There was a story about either Spanish or English mental health nurse, right? Anyway, she'd started taking drugs into jail. So these lads would come in. The lads would go into her. Then she come to the room. Give them the drugs, bring them into jail. Anyway, basically every few months, police will come to the jail, right? So police have come. They're at the bottom of the road, but she's not seen them. She's drove on Hindley. It's a long road all the way down. So she drove all the way down to the end of the road, seen the Fed, tried to spin a Yui, gone up the fucking road and been caught by Fed.
Fucking hell.
But what she was doing in jail and how they were cottoning onto her, she was banging on the door saying, "Where the fuck is my money?" But like all the screws are looking at her thinking, "Where's my money?"
Yep.
What the fuck is going on?
How fucking stupid can you be?
Yeah, because these prisoners weren't paying her.
I know, but I mean, why would you make it so obvious?
That's what I mean. But like, this is like, because people get comfortable to it. Like I'm very good at learning people's feelings. Like they get comfortable to doing things, just getting used to it.
Yeah.